Okay, so this is my friend Chris. He is... How tall are you?
6'7".
6'7". I'm 6'4", so I'm dwarfed.
Yeah.
It's refreshing not to be the tallest person for one. So the movie opens where the world is pretty much decimated and we meet our family. They are the main characters. They're the only characters in this movie. Everybody's got to be quiet. We see the aliens attack, and it's aliens, attack one of the kids, and it's like once they get you, they got you, and it's over. Super strong, super fast, very frightening. There are no black people in this movie because they got us all first.
For good reason.
I mean, you have to like be so quiet you can only walk on sand. That ain't us. We gonna go out in our lugs and we gonna go out in style.
But I mean, in the beginning, you get like an introduction of these characters too. Like, first with the kids.
Them badass kids. You meet the kids.
The deaf girl. Like, you gotta, like, she's a focal point of the movie.
Okay, so yeah, we got this deaf heifer. And I don't believe in hitting children, but I would have slapped the fuck out of both of them. They needed it. It was one of those.
It started out with 3 kids. Three kids. And
then they ended up with 3 kids. They went on to replace the one they lost.
Okay.
I mean, that was Darwinism. They told your ass it was too loud. Now, I feel like this. They didn't stress to him how serious it was he not make a fucking sound. He really thought the shit was okay. I'm like, you need to have a moment. You need to come here. You need to get right by that ear. Don't you motherfucking do. That's what you need to do.
That he hasn't gotten that as a child. Like,
yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
And they need, in this type of world, you need it. Or you'll be eaten. He was eaten.
Right.
So I blame the parents for them badass children.
Right.
Fuck them kids.
He wanted the toy, and the toy made noise, like a really loud sound. So, for some reason, like, the girl, like, she gave it to him?
The sister, okay. So first, we already see this little boy is careless, because the sister got to run and jump and grab the toy before it hits the ground, and the father sees the shit. That's where he should have gotten on both their asses, but like, in the corner. Stand in the corner. Don't fucking move. Them is kids that you gotta constantly say, don't fucking move. That's what them kids is. I couldn't. Mm-hmm. I couldn't.
So then she, gives it to him, and he takes the batteries. She doesn't see that part.
Yeah, the dad take out the batteries, and she gives him the toy, and then he gonna take the batteries and put the shit in while they walking back in the woods playing. I'm like, nigga, you can't be this fucking stupid. Your ass needed to go. He needed to go.
I don't know. Killing kids, I mean, you just know it was like that type of film when it opened.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that was in the previews.
I didn't see the preview.
Oh.
I just thought, like, this is the quiet place. I mean, it's going to terrorize this family. I don't think anybody was going to die.
Yeah, I thought people were going to die. I
don't think it was going to be in the family.
I'm surprised they didn't off that baby, but we'll get to that baby in a minute.
Yeah, this all happens within, like, what, the first 8 minutes?
8 minutes. And then it was just kind of like life in the quiet, right. Seeing how they do things. They're on a farm. It's very post-apocalyptic, grain silos and whatnot. But they got everything rigged up pretty well. Cornfields. Yeah. And they don't close their doors for some reason.
I'm guessing because the door makes sounds like every time. Every time open and shut.
All right. I mean, hell, get like a curtain flap or something. That was just... I mean, I guess ain't no people around, and when the monster's gonna come, they're gonna come in anyway and fuck the door up.
I mean, it was a good thriller to me throughout the movie. Like, it was just like a tale of survival.
It was a tale of survival.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with them
and redemption,
kids.
Because at one point they're playing Monopoly, and then I'm not sure if it was the girl or the boy that knocks over.
It was that shitty little ass boy.
But for some reason, I was just like, this deaf girl, she's the common denominator of all this, like, terror happening.
So the wife, of course, is pregnant. Because you got to be pregnant during this. You got to do the most loudest, screamingest shit. And then when she had that baby, I was like, if you don't put your fucking hand over that baby's mouth. I mean, I'm not saying smother it. but cover up that mouth. It's not like, let them breathe, like leave the nostrils free, but that mouth got to be closed, honey.
I don't think they should have had a kid in this environment in the first place.
I think when they found out she was pregnant, there was really nothing they could have done. Like, we didn't see a whole bunch of doctors, so having a child is dangerous enough. I sure ain't gonna have you trying to root around in there for a squirting scoop. No, thank you. Now, I'll just go on and have it. And shit, you're gonna need some new people. The world's population is gone.
I was thinking
And John Krasinski is attractive, so I don't mind him having children. I don't want no ugly people having children, though. I mean, like Jay-Z and Beyonce.
He said that.
She married a dromedary, and I'm not. I said what I said. She married a dromedary. I said what I said.
What he said was some bullshit.
It was a scheme set up by Todd to bring you the bullshit. But so they going around trying to get supplies for the birth, trying to make a quiet place for the baby, and they got this box where they can put a little air freshener thing on him and stick him in there so that way the monsters won't hear his ass. I was like, okay, that works. I like this idea. But of course that room had to get flooded. I don't know why they didn't use distraction sounds and have more distraction sounds set up. Right. I feel like that was a plot hole. I feel like y'all could have had like pots and pans somewhere where all you had to do was pull a string and way over here it's gone boop, 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 boop. Because they was stupid. They would run to the sound.
And then there was a span of 479 days. And I'm thinking in a year and some change, they would have something. Especially after their youngest child died. Got snatched.
I would have distraction sounds all along the path. And also, why the fuck did you even take them kids out the house? Leave them badass kids at home. You know them motherfuckers can't behave. I know Pete doesn't do well with other dogs, so I don't take his ass to the dog park. You know well your children don't do good not making fucking noise, so leave their ass at home when you go on a supply run. Well, again, get in the fucking corner. Don't touch anything. Don't sit. Just sit the fuck there. That's what them kids bring out of you.
Well, they brought them in the first place so they can know how to manage when they're not there. If
they too young for that. They too young for that. If y'all get eaten, they just over. Okay. They just fucking over. You can tell ain't no helping them.
Right.
Them some look at the flowers ass kids, if you ask me. And my Walking Dead fans will know what I'm talking about. Look at the fucking flowers.
I don't know what that reference means.
On The Walking Dead, there was this girl who was a kid, but she was crazy. Like she killed her sister. And so, who the hell is it? Melissa McBride's character shot her in the back of the head. Told her, oh, look at those flowers. And shot her in the back of the head. You can't have that. It was just, there was no... It is funny because we ain't got time for that bullshit. The world's falling to pieces. We ain't got no therapy. We ain't got no drugs. Baby, you got to go.
Right. I'm trying to think what happened in the between.
It was boring. It was boring. I'm sorry. I don't know why y'all went up for this movie.
I heard some really good reviews.
I don't understand why, because you can't remember what happened because ain't shit happened. And look at the notes. Look at the fucking notes. I got 2 pages of notes on an hour-and-a-half movie. Ain't shit happened. The Biffa gave birth. They avoided the monsters. It was a lot of oh my God, are they going to get eaten? Are they going to get eaten? It was a lot of that.
It was a story of redemption for the deaf girl because she thought her father didn't love her.
You really trying to read into this shit it's an English class. A story of redemption.
And Emily Blunt was some acting. That was some good acting.
She was a scared white woman the whole movie. I really don't think that's much of a stretch for her. I like her, but come on now. Everybody can be...
Well, there was this part where, she's her water broke. Her water broke, and then she was going down the stairs, and we see that there's a big tack about that big, and she steps on it right through it, and
right when she about to give birth.
Right. At first, I thought she was going to just start rolling down the stairs and lose the baby, but she didn't. It was just she just stepped off of it without screaming, and then just left a nice blood and liquid trail, and then the monster. That was the highlight of the movie to me. That does sound terrible, but it was the highlight because it was just the
highlight of the movie.
It was intense. It was a suspenseful moment.
The highlight of the movie for me was we went to Shake Shack after, and I had left my wallet, and somebody turned it in. So I'm glad I got my wallet.
That
was the best part of the afternoon.
So I was like, oh shit, this video ain't about to be made.
No, I wasn't going to not make the video. I was just going to be irritated. Mm-hmm. No, let's see. My favorite part of the movie, other than it wasn't 3 hours like
oh my
Marvel
God, I
movie.
couldn't imagine if that was 3
Oh
hours.
Lord, I would have gotten the fuck up.
Yeah,
I was looking at my watch at 11. The movie started at 9:45.
Right.
Oh God, we had a full 25 minutes of previews. 25 minutes.
So one point where he yelled out, "Get to the fucking movie already!" I'm like. Okay.
I mean, we were the only people
it was
in the
us
theater.
And one person behind us. I think it was a white woman behind us, just like I turned around. She was just looking. I was like, okay. Right.
I didn't know there was anybody else in there.
There was one person behind.
I was yelling at the projector, man. I was just like, "Come on!" I damn near went up there and banged on the glass.
This movie is about. This came out in February. Like I think before or after Black Panther.
I think around the same time, maybe after. Black Panther's been out for a minute.
I really wish I was with you for this Marvel review. But maybe I could do another Marvel review.
We could do the Ant-Man.
Oh, I hate Ant-Man.
So let's see. They finally used some damn fireworks to draw the monsters away while Emily's having a baby. Mm-hmm. And she has the baby. And
we find out that, there's a weakness with the girls.
Yes.
The hearing
aid. The hearing aid heifer, she keeps fucking up. They have the super hearing. She keeps fucking up the hearing with their high frequency noise. Real Mars attacks. So they find out at the end, it's the high frequency noise that, fucks them up and then you can shoot them. Real Mars attacks. I was like, and also it's like really nobody would have thought to try like a high pitched noise with something that has supersonic hearing. Really?
That's a good point.
Plot hole.
And I guess there was no pets around either because I guess they wouldn't have survived. I mean, you saw what they did to the raccoons.
Yeah, the raccoons were gone. Yeah, you didn't see a lot of animals because they ate them.
Just birds and fish.
Yeah, there were birds. Maybe the birds are like part of like the natural sound where they feel like they may not be alive. Or they're too small of prey to bother with.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I wouldn't be trying to eat Carly Red's ass. Speaking of birds.
Carly Red. God, I haven't heard that name in so long.
Well, I hear it every week because I have to do that fucking Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, God, I hate that show.
I do too. But
your viewers love it.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not about what you want.
Yes.
Is there anything else about the movie? Was that it? It was...
Well, I mean... After all shit was going crazy, like, the dad sacrificed his life and was
that's
like,
right. John
I do love
died
you.
For no good reason.
I love you to his daughter. And then after that, they get trapped in the house again, and they finally have this, like, hearing aid thing, and they hold it to the speaker. And then Emily Blunt cocks her gun, and
that's
fades the black.
They're going to fight off the aliens.
Yeah, and I'm like, what else is going to happen after that,
I guess it was just survival, not survival and figuring it out after.
Right, going into it, I mean, it's like an apocalyptic movie, and I mean...
I didn't know it was an apocalyptic movie. I thought they just got stuck on some island with some monsters that could hear your ass.
No, this is like the whole planet.
Well, I didn't know that going in, and then when we found that out in the theater.
I mean, I give it like 3.5 stars because the acting was great. I mean... I was interested to see what would happen. 3.5 stars out of 5. I mean,
that's what I'm gonna give it. You know what? It was too much hype.
It's a good red box movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Solar movies.
Okay. All right. My age is showing.
Exactly. A slow Saturday afternoon, a boring Sunday. Like, this is not something you get up and go to the theater to go see. I was like, I got here at 10:45 for this.
I'm glad they called the matinee.
That was worth.
I would have been pissed if I spent anything.
That was a dollar ass movie. I'll tell you that. That was a dollar ass movie.
Yeah.
I can't even give it a star. I can't give it any stars.
It was just straight to the point. Like, it was just one focal point. There's one family. You know not that many people's going to die. I mean, I guess you need to put a spoiler alert before this. I mean, if anyone hasn't seen it.
It's a movie review. Oh. That means I'm reviewing the movie. If you too stupid to figure that out, heifer, I can't help you.
Okay.
I can't. It's like, I don't understand. Well, now people will do reviews without spoilers, and I'm like, how the fuck are you doing that?
Right, and then they'll do a review with spoilers, too. So that's 2 videos that, you know, I guess they want that coin to get, you know.
You want your coin. I know I do. Is there anything else? Because that,
Did I even introduce myself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
In the clip, in the earlier clip.
Oh, okay.
I'll just put your Twitter bio.
Oh, yeah.
On the thing. Somewhere down there.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, this was fun.
It was cute.
Short.
It was. I'm glad it wasn't any longer than it was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the worst thing that I've seen, but I don't know why they gave it all these accolades. Like, oh my God, a quiet. I'm sick of people's hype. Every show now is a hit show. No, it fucking ain't.
Yeah.
Just say you have on a show. Now, if you actually got a hit, claim your hit. But y'all just be putting out albums, calling them hit albums. I mean, Remy Ma Lion saying, my single is bubbling on the Billboard under 100. Girl, bubbling on the Billboard under 100. That means it's failed. You really trying to look at that glass half full, boo, but it's empty. It's empty as fuck, like your sales.
We go to the music topic, and I want to jump in, but you know what? I'm going to just leave it to you. I like Remy Ma. I mean...
did you buy her album?
It didn't come out yet, did it?
Did you buy her single? And that's all our time for today.